So here are my thoughts here on the NFL early windows here. So we had the Cleveland fell the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-14, and because of that loss, the Pittsburgh Steelers have eliminated the Cleveland Browns from playoff contention. And that you can see the Bears score. They're also they only got a field goal, but their defense played well for Cleveland in the first quarter, but the second quarter, the third quarter, it was all pretty much Pittsburgh for the most part. And then the fourth quarter, Pittsburgh did not play. They're more running the ball and stuff like that. They probably weren't relying on the pass as much. They were taking them playing. They just couldn't get a lot of yards going. But James Winston, he threw 2 interceptions. And that was a good thing by this Pittsburgh Steelers defense to force James Winston to 2 interceptions. That was a good win for the Steelers. And they need that win. The Steelers. I mean, they didn't have to have it, but that was a good win. To prove that, that loss was just like a weather win. It wasn't because playing on in non-snow, in no rain, no snow. Just good conditions, and you can prove you're a good team. And you want to win in the snow, but snow it's can be either or, especially when you're playing with 2 teams up there that are used to playing in snow games or cold weather. Sometimes. In the pits, we have the New Orleans Saints with a good win over the United. Not the best win in terms of the scoreboard, but I'm saying it is a good win in terms of keeping pace with the NFC South leaders. You had Atlanta going they at 6-6, and so team with Tampa Bay, they were 2 back, and they need a must-win game. The LA Rams game was a big must-win, but so was this. This made this even a more must-win, just to keep pace in the NFC South. And they got 7-3 game in the second half time. And then they scored 14-3, and then with 2 for them now, and then they scored and they get 14-11. That was a good game though. So you should a little promise, but he's kind of been thrown in there as a rookie. Kind of been thrown in there. You had, but you can see a little promise from him starting to happen, but they're kind of thrown in there to trades, and they've tried different quarterbacks and stuff. And you're kind of just thrown in there. It's kind of but you're learning, so that's all you can say about him. And he almost had a chance to win. He actually had a chance for the game-winning drive against a team that was kind of their similar calibers this season. And he just blocked in the field, but just blocked the end. So nothing you can say bad, Miami Dolphins, so they beat the New York Jets 32-26. Miami Dolphins with the victory. Miami Dolphins, though, because of that loss to NY Jets, they actually are eliminated. My Jets are eliminated because of their loss to Miami. And it was a good game. Bunch of field goals in the second quarter. So just needed to turn a couple of field goals into touchdowns. And late in the game, they had to kick a field goal, which is whatever. But then, they were actually down there in the third quarter. Miami just couldn't get any offense going. It was good defense by Jets and good comeback from the Jets, but just a little too late. And in overtime, Miami had the ball and they kicked, and they just shut it down right away with the touchdown. That's what you want to do if you have the ball in overtime. And that's what they did. The Tennessee Titans, with their loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, are eliminated from the playoffs. Jacksonville 10-6 over Tennessee. Just a couple of field goals in the game by Tennessee. It's first quarter and third quarter. He said it's not going to be a very high offense game, but Tennessee's going to just enough to win. Wrong. 23-yard field goal by Jacksonville. And a 10-yard touchdown run by Tank Bigsby. 6:46 to go. And that is the game. Mac Jones had 23-31, 220 yards, 2 receptions, not look the best. Levis, 106 yards, 118-32, 2 carries for 102 yards for Pollard. Tank Bigsby had 18 carries and 54 yards, a touchdown. So played pretty. Pollard played better, but it was just, Jones had the 2 receptions, but Tennessee just couldn't capitalize off the receptions. Neither team could capitalize, It was more of just playing the field position game back and forth in the first quarter, and neither team could get that momentum after it. Neither team could win it back in the first or second quarters after the field goal. In the third quarter, Tennessee finally won the field position, and then Jackson won it one time, and then afterwards they won it back and won the momentum and kept it. And that was a nice win for Jackson, just to prove that Mac Jones is trying to prove that he's a solid player in the league. Maybe like he's worthy being a starter in the NFL, or maybe keep on as a backup job here in Jacksonville, or at least keep on as a backup here in Jacksonville, but also you want to prove that you're worthy of a starter in like other teams, In the Atlanta Falcons get destroyed by the Minnesota Vikings 42-20. It was pretty close in the first 3 quarters. You thought, okay, it's going to be 21-0. You thought, okay, Atlanta's actually a good team, for a real team. Because they are better than the record shows. But just the only problem with Atlanta is they turn over the ball a lot. They have a bunch of turnovers, fumbles, interceptions. They had a couple of interceptions. Kirk Cousins won the first half, won the second half. And then they had a fumble on the botched. They had a botched fumble on the when trying to tackle, go down and tackle the ball. The defender for Minnesota and made it, and then gave another touchdown to Minnesota. And there's just 3 touchdowns in Minnesota. Just Atlanta could not get any offense win in that fourth quarter. They just got shut down completely. Minnesota's defense finally figured what Atlanta's offense was doing and be able to stop it to perfection. They did that pretty well in the first half, but after the first quarter, they did that pretty well. But just at the third quarter, at the end of the loss, they thought, okay, it's going to be close. But nope, Minnesota shut that down badly. 42-21. Big time win for Minnesota, and they proved they're 11-2. Carolina falls to 3-10 with a 22-16 loss to Philadelphia. So Carolina had the early lead, and they actually had the lead 10-7 for 10-14, but then they had the lead the third quarter. They had the lead early in the third quarter. Early in the third quarter, they had the lead 16-14, 2:49 to go. But in the fourth quarter, Philadelphia 22-16 over Carolina. What a good win.
Are you ready?
And then we had Philadelphia winning 22-16. 2-point conversion for second conversion. And they just want to make it 6, so that they missed extra point because they missed an extra point last one. That, would still keep it tight. The right Bryce Young was 19-34, 100 yards or touchdown reception. And he's actually been learning with being benched and stuff like that. To Andy Dalton, and then Andy Dalton being benched for Bryce Young. He actually learned a little bit, and he's actually been showing some promise. Jalen Hurts on offense was not that impressive. He only had 2,100 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he had nothing. He had just enough to win the game. Barkley had 20 carries for 124 yards. Barkley is one of those players that's Hurts can throw the ball. They have a really slow passivity, but Barkley can have one of those At least on rainy days, either two. You know? So, you can have either or, so you don't know what you're going to get. And that's kind of that's dangerous coming to the playoffs. In Tampa Bay, they take over the NFC South with the win. Okay, in Atlanta's loss. They were actually tied in Atlanta's favor because of the two games that Atlanta won. Atlanta won 2 games, actually. And but they're in the but Atlanta lost and Tampa Bay won. So Tampa Bay is still 2 ahead in the NFC South. They are in, so that's also a win for them. Here it was close in the second quarter. In the third, no team from the rhythm, but they moved doing the field position. And then in the fourth quarter, lost Tampa Bay finally won the field position now. And then the field goal by Las Vegas. And then a quick touchdown straight later. And it was not quite out of reach yet. And then it was just put out of reach there about 15 minutes with minute 56 to go. Las Vegas just couldn't score. And Tampa Bay, I don't know, was it, was either able to run out this time, or if Las Vegas turned over, or Las Vegas scored. Or Las Vegas ran out the time. But neither team was, kind of, was 1,800 yards interception. That was impressive on the. Quit! You're barking! I'm not! Kind of, that was not impressive. 100 yards interception makes it 18. Mayfield was 18 yards interception. Mayfield did just enough to clean up his turnovers in the first half. Kind of. He's not that impressive, so